Right, good morning guys, good morning, how are we doing? Adventures of Paul here on YouTube. So I come up to the thing at the college at, about the Universal Studios. Let's go, see if I spot anyone. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully you can film in it maybe, I don't know. So yeah, talk to you in a minute. I don't know if I'll be allowed to film on it, so talk to you in a minute. So yeah, I'm in now. This is all what you see on the websites. So yeah, we're in it now. Presentation. You alright? You can film in here, Connor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you go into a room there?
Sorry?
So yeah. So yeah, presentation at the front there.
My name is Paige Thompson. I'm president of New Ventures for Universal Destinations and Experiences.
Getting a quick drink of water. Apologize. My name is John McReynolds, and I
Can't hear you!
External Affairs, dealing with communities such as yourself in a great way, government and regulatory bodies around the globe with the company. And I also want to say thank you for having us here today. I do want to, you'll hear us say, we are in the middle of the due diligence process here as we study this site. No final decision has been made, but ideas are progressing, which is why we wanted to have this engagement to meet all of you today.
We're here today at Kimberly College. We're excited to be here. This is just a symbol of the fact that we really want to engage with all the colleges, universities, and schools in the community, help develop training programs, and to work to find jobs for all the graduates in these programs. So we have a consultation, the engagement period, public engagement period that's going on right now. Closes on May 3rd. We'd love to hear all of your suggestions and ideas. We're here to listen.
That's it, and I can't really hear you properly.
I got a fruit tart.
So this what you probably might see in the park.
And why England? Large population, huge numbers of tourists, vibrant community. And we know you raised your hands yourselves. We don't have to make a lot of travel to the United States now, or some people might even travel to France to see right there. And
Location. Most importantly, our traffic is counter to where we typically go in a community. In other words, when the residents are going out, is when our guests are typically going in. We use the unused capacity in many of the roadways and many of the infrastructures. And if you look at what Luton Airport is going through in their growth, or you look at some of the rail infrastructure that we would hope to help facilitate and get even more robust coming into this community, it leads, if you'll see one of the boards over there on infrastructure, you would look at it and say, well, of course, Bedford. So we're glad to be here today.
The specific site that we're looking at is a great site for us. We're walking on 76 acres of land in option 4. It's flat, it's a farmland with a little brickwork site, so that's perfect for development. It's also 50% of our management team are starting
just build something and then you don't see us again. We're going to be part of this community if we decide to move forward for hundreds of years. Look forward to being part of this amazing community.
All right, well, that concludes our presentation here. I hope you get some
Let's get some of the signs, isn't it? So I again, we couldn't hear it properly, so hopefully it turned out for
Everybody, thank you very much for coming today. My name is Paige Thompson. I'm president of New Ventures for Universal Destinations and Experiences. So anything new we would build in the world falls in my area.
And my name?
Oh.
Hello, we there? There we go. My name is John McReynolds. I'm the head of external affairs for Universal Destinations and Experiences around the globe, dealing with everything from community interaction to all government and regulatory interaction, and CSR efforts. We are here to talk a little bit about our project, give you a little bit of feedback. Now, we do want to mention we are going through the due diligence right now. We've not technically hit a go, no-go decision. We're still in that due diligence stage, but it's very important for us to interact with you to get an understanding of the community and to get an understanding of what we could potentially do here together.
We're very happy to be here today at Kimberly College because we really look forward to engaging with all the local colleges, universities, and schools in the area to help us build the skills and recruit the workforce that we're going to need as we build a park here. Okay, so we're in a public engagement period right now where we'd really like to hear from you, your suggestions on what we should consider as we go forward with this project. And May 3rd is the deadline where we'd love to get your submissions because we're preparing a report for the government and we need to get as much information as we can by then. So how many people here have actually been to a Universal Resort? All right. I'm amazed all day long. I've been amazed by the numbers. Thank you for your business. We appreciate it. You guys are great. So I'm going to show a video for people who might not have been to a Universal Resort before. And the key thing that differentiates Universal from other theme parks you might be familiar with is really our themed lands. If you're in one of the themed lands like Jurassic World, it's a completely immersive experience where you're part of the action. This will give you a feel for what a visit to a Universal Resort is like. Okay, the next question that we're often asked, I've heard it a lot today, is why isn't Universal interested in coming to Europe? Why is Universal interested in Bedford? I'll cover the Europe part and the UK part, and John can cover Bedford. But we have parks around the world right now. We have more than 60 million people who visit us every year in our parks in Orlando, Hollywood, Beijing, Osaka, and in Singapore. But you can see from this map here, we don't have anything in Europe right now. And we think it's a huge opportunity for us, obviously, huge population, huge tourism, both in Europe and in England as well. And it's just such a vibrant, creative community here in the UK. And as you showed earlier by raising your hands, we have a product that really resonates with people here. People enjoy our parks, and millions of people travel to Orlando every year right now.
So I get the easy question, why Bedford? And that may surprise you, why Bedford? Multiple reasons. First and foremost, the connectedness of Bedford to almost the entire country. In under 2 hours, over 50% of this country can get to Bedford. It's an amazing connectivity via airport, rail, roads. And so we look at that, and we then look at the communities we go into, and one of the things people see is this park that will come in. And I mentioned park because we create these immersive environments. So it is a park, but we come into these amazing areas and we actually are counter to your normal traffic flows. And that's what the people don't understand. When you're typically going out is when our guests are coming in, and vice versa. Who here is taking a train down to London in the morning?
Yeah.
Pretty full, right? Is that same train coming full or empty back to Bedford in the morning? In the morning.
Full.
I want to fill every one of those seats. I want to use the capacity that's in the existing system that's counter your traffic. So it's that connectedness that makes Bedford so unique, and it's at a critical junction of this entire country. In fact, we wonder, why not Bedford? And so we look at this, and then I actually will point over there to a transportation board where you'll look at all the different projects we're trying to help facilitate. East-West Rail, Wixom Station, direct slip ramps off of the 421. Luton Airport, we've met with them. All the different growth that is going to handle the capacity and create the capacity so we can work in conjunction with you and not overwhelm the transportation network. We're excited.
Right. There are a couple other reasons why we like this site, and the first one is it's flat. I mean, that's really great when you're trying to build a theme park. The second thing is it's big enough to give us enough room to realize our ambitions here. And the third reason is the land was already slated for development in the local plan. So it's not like we're going into a greenbelt area and trying to do something there. And the last reason, maybe the most important one, is the incredible reception we've gotten since the first day when we showed up here and told Mayor Dave at the time and Laura Church that we were interested in building a theme park here in Bedford. From that day on, their local reaction has just been so positive and enthusiastic. We really appreciate it. We don't take it for granted. We really feel like this is a place that would really welcome us. And we want to build parks in places where people want us to be.
Now, one last factor about this site. It has some amazing habitat and water around it. And we actually celebrate that. A lot of developers would get scared of that. We don't. We look at it and see the opportunities of what this could create. There's a wonderful county park right next to this site. And I give this example of what we do and how we celebrate that aesthetic. In Florida, we're building a park of this magnitude right now called Epic Universe. Right next to Epic Universe, we have created uplands and wetlands and habitat to protect a place called Shingle Creek. Anybody know what Shingle Creek is? The headwaters of the Everglades. If we can protect the Everglades, we can do some amazing things with the county park in handling the stormwater on this site. We look at that as an opportunity, not as a challenge.
All right, and the last thing we wanted to cover today were some of the benefits of this project for the Bedford area. And the first one is jobs. During the construction period, based on our past history and the other projects we've built, we estimate we create 20,000 jobs. And that's a peak of 5,000 jobs on site at any time. And then once we open the park, we're going to create 8,000 jobs, ongoing jobs. And past history suggests that for every job we create directly in the park, someone who's employed by us, we create another 1.5 jobs in the community, people who are supplying us with products or services. And then we like to say at Universal, we don't just create jobs, we create careers. Because it's possible at our company to start as an entry-level worker and rise to a management position. 50% of the managers in our park in Orlando started as hourly workers. And Karen Irwin, who's the president of the entire Orlando resort, started managing one cart when she graduated from university. So at every level of our company, we have training programs to try to help people advance in their career to the next level.
And I get to add on to that wonderful fact, the fact that we live and work and play in the communities we operate. We're not your typical developer developing something and then you never see us again. We're here for the long haul if we move forward. What does that mean? It means we volunteer. It means we're a part of this community, helping solve community challenges. In Orlando alone last year, we donated over 60,000 hours of volunteerism in our community. Because everything starts with our employees and where they work, live, and play. And if you want a world-class experience and you're out of balance in your personal life and in the community you live in, then you're not going to deliver it. And we have a saying that team member satisfaction equals guest satisfaction, and which equals a fair and equitable return. It all starts with the team members, and we plan for that by engaging in our communities.
All right, well, that's the end of our presentation. Please go get some tea or some coffee or some chocolate toothpaste.